This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. You've got McAdoo, Jalen Brunson out there, Richard Hamilton, Van Exmark, and it's Johnson in at the free spot. And for Philadelphia, they've got White. Artest is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Howard. And it's Roy at the shooting guard. And as a coach, Stan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way. Everything from the way we track our rotation, who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up the second one to score.
Here's Brunson. To the inside. Ball's not loose. Artest to Cousins. Roy against Hamilton. And there's the foul on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, a little bit of play so far. Right. Softly touched in the fourth quarter. Wright's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, such a field shot there.
Runs on the bench to Johnson. And he could not get them one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go for two. That one is out of Texas. It's an outstanding one of the drop anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football. They had 33 different guys suited up last season. It tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry. And let's face it, hard to win games.
And taken away by Johnson. And it's Memphis on the break. And Hamilton gets it to go on the assist by Johnson.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Howard with the screen on Brunson. And he's fouled pretty early on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And in there, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise.
Creativity within that side of the box thinking. I think it's a good fit. This is cool. They get front office.
Now here's Brunson. Misses the three. Right pass to Cousins. That shot off the mark. The Grizzlies are going to here to start out the game. The shot's good for Brunson.
Just a reflexive move by Brunson, putting complete trust in his mechanics.
Roy passes to Cousins, and Cousins throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the open quick.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
A moment now here from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I caught up with Coach Rick Nurse. We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson. He told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. You have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Kick out to Hamilton. The offensive rebound. Brunson outside. And finally they hit one. Brunson's got 7 points.
Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
Howard dishes to Artest. Back to Howard. For three, Roy. 76ers with a new shot clock. Johnson over to help. Here's Wright. And Wright throws it down home.
Let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now here's Hamilton. Here's Barkley. Rebounded by Howard.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that old.
Left hand for Johnson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Hamilton with it. He's picked up by Warren. To the paint. Here's Howard. And slammed in by Howard.
That size and strength to jam it down.
Hamilton outside. To Brunson. And he drops it in from the low post. 9 points here for Jalen Brunson. Here's Light. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance to go and get a 3-point.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
All right, let's take a look now at the points that have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball off the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
.141 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Fox. Over right. Fox, no good. Fox against right. Pass to Howard. Right outside. Back to Howard. And it's all even up.
And the strength of Howard is tremendous, which makes him hard to stop when he catches it that low.
And here is Fox over right. And the rebound goes for Howard. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Now here's Cousins. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Cousins has got his second basket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and take it full of it.
Fox passes to Van Horn. Too long in the paint. He's hit for the 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. 32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The wide open look here's for Fox. Nails the wide open jump shot.
And that next shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice and hard. We'll see if they can finally hold on to the lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And there's the call on Horn. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Now, here's Fox. From past the arc. And the last second tap is not good. Now it's going to the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 1.
Oh, 5. Last game was the worst game I lost. The game was by like 9 or 13 or something. All of them all been closed.
if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside. And you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And another thing, coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the field and creating some offensive opportunities.
So the Grizzlies fly right back. They've got Haywood. Jerry Stackhouse is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then it's Van Horn. And it's McAdoo in at the center position. Now here's Fox. Over Hardaway. Fox, no good. Here's Roy, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That one is on Stackhouse. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
And you have to appreciate the work ethic that Roy has, a true gym rat. And this guy just wants to get better.
Fox, no good.
He's just stone cold right now. Really, they're not sure he's the best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now, here is our test. Still scoreless. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And while we've got them all, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly shows.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's check in for Jared White. Bosh comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Martin subbed in for Roy. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Stackhouse. And Stackhouse throws it down.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Martin kicks to Howard. It's to Hardaway. Back out and stolen by McAdoo. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player.
Almost tripping that day.
Now here's Hamilton. Following this by Kevin Martin. McAdoo misses.
And gotta like what they've been doing down
So
low.
the servers, it don't mean that.
Down low. Here's Bosh. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And Bosh can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Grizzlies making a switch here. Barkley's checked in. McAdoo, the pass to fake, and then took it down. Hamilton's got the second basket on the night.
That's really what Hamilton does so well.
Any?
Mid-range scorer who just finds ways to create space for that shot. And they keep
I need a man
hammering away
bag.
at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Barkley outside.
Shots off.
The shot off that time. Excellent D from Howard. Philadelphia leading by 3. Here he goes.
Oh, he about to boom on that nigga.
Pass to Martin. Goes up and lays it.
Those defenders just
I made some adjustments last game. It kind of helped me. I said I made adjustments last game. It kind of helped me. So,
Barkley outside.
I need to score. Brandon Ruby helping me, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Martin the pass to Bosch. Shoots over Barkley, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Derek Lively, he's checked in for the 76ers. Wright comes in for Hardaway. And Memphis also making a switch. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Jerry Stackhouse. Brunson outside. And Lively pulls it down.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And finished by Lively.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Fox, a screen on Martin. Brunson has a 2-pointer. Chris Bosh with the rebound. The 76ers leading by 7. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Well, the defense wasn't really bothered by the screen, but he still managed to convert.
Martin against Brunson. Bosh, a screen on Fox. Here's Wright. Martin trying to free himself up, and Rip Hamilton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking in the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Thompson, he's checked in for Ron Artest. Johnson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Barkley outside. Back to Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson. Philadelphia leading by 6. Right inside. Brunson covering. Out to Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. Already imposing at the defensive end of the floor.
He certainly is, Kevin, and that's what they got him to do. But it's the offensive end where he has to make strides, especially in his three-point shooting. It's problematic for a perimeter player who struggles to get the ball in the basket. Well, it'll be fun to watch Ausar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And this is his second trip to the line of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Bosh. Roy comes in for Thompson. And J.R. Smith subbed in for Martin.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And so here's Memphis. 9-point game. Hamilton outside. 43 seconds left in the first half. Johnson, and he lays it straight in. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the bench.
And that one's good. Right.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Now here is Hamilton. 6 points for him. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock again. And then Barkley with the dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Smith outside. Right, looking around. Shoots over Brunson. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Right back after this break.
Hey folks, welcome to the halftime show. A lead right now in this one for the Philadelphia 76ers.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
When you got two great players going at it like this, buckle up. It's an adventure. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think the second half, one will emerge as the top dog. Roof, roof.
Roof, roof. Two big dogs at the top of the food chain going at it here. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
Definitely been challenging defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
The 76ers leading by 7. Roy is out there with Wright. Then there's Howard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Artest in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Offensive rebound. The Grizzlies shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And it's Brunson missing.
It's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Artest kicks to Roy. Fires, high post. Grizzlies with the rebound. To the middle. Here's Barkley. And Wright pulls it down. And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 7. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And then Barkley with the dunk.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
And it's sent back by McAdoo.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
He hangs in there.
What? Come on, bro. Come on, 2K. All right, bro.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Brandon Roy, the bucket on the assist by Cousins. And the 76ers lead by 5. And Shake and Bake picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. First team foul. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Johnson. He's off on that one. Philadelphia leading by 5. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of, so as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
And Howard living at the line, all about knocking them down.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Smith checked in for Artest. Hardaway is subbed in for Wright. Stan Reefer talked about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that ball?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Hardaway against Brunson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Hardaway. That ball. Great assist by Brandon Roy. Roy's got 3 assists now in this one. Now a timeout called by Memphis. The 76ers will go for a different look here. Edey's checked in for Howard. Wash comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. Thompson, he's checked in for J.R. Smith. And Martin subbed in for Roy. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And it's Martin missing. Memphis trailing here. Here's Brunson. Brunson stays agile and finds his opening inside.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Thompson finds Bosh. Spins. And then Bosh with the dunk.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of player. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen from Philadelphia?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
And the 76ers making a change here. Roy's checked in. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And it's Barkley missing.
And what should have been a simple
Get in there.
finish.
Let's go.
A missed opportunity.
Let's go.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those 2 guys.
And here is Fox. Brandon Roy getting his 3 to go. Here's Brunson. Score the basket is 8 for 13 from the floor.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Hardaway with a wide open look. No good on the 3. Grizzlies shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. The shot's good from Brunson.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Hardaway. Bosh up on top. And the dunk by Bosh.
And far from just a scorer, Hardaway is also adept at finding his teammate.
1:05 left in the third quarter. 3-pointer, Fox bangs home the trifecta. Fox has got 7 points. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
You can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish. Oh, good ball movement from Martin, working it around to get his team an easy look.
Here's Brunson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
First one falls for him.
And one area where Brunson's improved is in the clutch. He's a monster in crunch time. Nice to have a player you can depend on in those key situations.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Edey. Johnson comes in for Chris Bosh. On our test, he's checked in for Martin. And it's Wright in for Hardaway. Now, here's Fox. 7 points in the game. The shot's good from Brunson.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Right against Fox. Here's Howard, and Howard with the stop.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the Grizzlies.
Why?
He's at the quarter century mark. 25 points for
No,
him in
why
this
is she
game.
trying to get the towel?
As they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. We'll get right back to the action.
Why is she
when
trying to
we
get the
return.
towel? What else?
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far.
Not for your hands.
Here in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. Barkley is out there with Haywood. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Richard Hamilton. And it's Stackhouse in at the 3, the small forward. Howard finds Wright. It's rebounded by Memphis. Barkley's got 9 rebounds now tonight. No good from Stackhouse. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Wright. He gets it in there. Wright's got 24 points.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions. Howard's still a presence down low.
Haywood with the screen on Smith.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be flying.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Inside, Smith. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Ref Hamilton picks that one up.
And Smith is known as a streaky shooter, but when he gets hot, he is really fun to watch.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Fox against Wright. Now, here's Fox. Not a lot of room. The layup missed. And it's Wright with the ball for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Stackhouse outside. To the paint. Here's Fox. And Wright pulls it down. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field. This is the 3rd quarter. That one, no good. Grizzlies shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Slammed on and draws the foul chance for another point at the free throw line. Larry Johnson picks one up.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the 76ers. Roy comes in for Smith, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Johnson, he's checked in for Stackhouse.
And Howard's still a forceful finisher around the rim.
The Grizzlies call timeout. Without question, Shake and Bake displaying his skills today.
And he has absolutely worn them out.
I just get my first win, y'all. Fox out.
In the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Some changes for Memphis. McAdoo comes in for Bartlett. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Fox. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Memphis' head coach had some words for the team during the break. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Wright.
That's his second personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for Philadelphia, Wright, 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Wright. And the 76ers making a change here. Lively's checked in. And so Wright nails both of them. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Martin comes in for Artest. Hardaway is subbed in for Wright. Now here's Brunson. Haywood with the screen on Hardaway. Brunson lands a two-pointer and good. He nails it. Brunson's got the game tied up here for the Grizzlies. Hamilton against Roy. No good. Shot missing. Hamilton with some nice D. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Cousins against Haywood. Martin for 3, and the 3 ball is good. And the 76ers lead by 3.
And the hand speed showing from Martin on that shot.
Pass to Haywood. Memphis moving that ball around. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Hamilton. Hamilton's got his 4th assist in this one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
That one falls for Brunson. And some changes here for the 76ers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Jarek Lively. Artest comes in for Kevin Martin. And it's Wright in for Hardaway. And Memphis also making a switch. Barkley's checked in. The Grizzlies call timeout. Here's McAdoo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The 76ers have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Artest kicks to Cousins. Right outside. There's the try. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Cousins has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Brunson. Barkley outside to take the lead. No good from Hamilton.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Here's Roy. He can't get that one. Hamilton with some nice D. On deep, Brunson. Oh, Brunson.
No, how?
And he lives for the moment. Brunson's playing his best during crunch time.
This is the rule.
Ball 2.
Took in no time at all on that one. And the 76ers lead by 1.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a fun shot.
Brunson, good.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson is efficient as anybody. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
Here's White, banked in off the glass. White's got 32 points in the game. Time running low, guys, and somebody's got to... And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Brunson, a very physical player, someone that understands how to make the foul.
So he comes up empty at the line. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. Here's Wright. The Grizzlies pull it in. Here's McAdoo. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Touched by Cousins. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wright with it. Tries from 16. The shot will not fall. The Grizzlies call timeout. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Bosh is checked in for Philadelphia. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball. That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coaches breathe a huge sigh of relief. Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
From deep. The three.
Let's go. Follow me.
Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shake and Bake.
No hill.
I'm by myself and I'm just staring.